What's going on, YouTubes? Here I am again, playing some more Katawa Shoujo, like I said I would, cause I ain't no lying piece of shit, you know me? Okay, maybe sometimes I am. Maybe sometimes I wait 10 minutes before recording another one of these videos. But that's besides the point. Here I am again, recording this once again. Hopefully it all goes according to plan. No problems whatsoever. If I sound tired, it's because I am super tired because I am recording this at a very, very terrible time. Anyways, let's just get right in where we left off last. So we're in class or something? Is that what's going on here? Ew! Why does this class look like slightly like a real classroom, kind of? It's kind of weird. Let's just get on with the reading, because that's all I need right now is reading. Inside is a hive of activity, seemingly every student in the class talking at once as they work hurriedly on their separate tasks. Also, I moved the mouse out of the way this time, so you're not gonna see it. I hope. Unless I move it back accidentally and don't notice it. I'm more focused on reading rather than the mouse, apparently. Maybe you should be too. Read along with me. That'll make it far more entertaining when you're watching me make a fool of myself because I don't know how to read. I slur like every other word. Going by the paint cans, decorations and banners being made. It must be for the upcoming school festival. That's a fair assumption, Hisao. I guess my first priority should be... I'm already starting. Priority. I guess my first priority should be finding Lily. There. Finding her among the din is surprisingly easy, not the least because of her looks. With a couple of students gathered around her as she stands at the front of the class, she seems to be in charge of the preparations, or at least busy organizing them. Carefully negotiating a path through the various students hunched over the floor for lack of desk space, I raise a hand entirely out of habit as we finally reach Lily. Hi, Lily. She obviously can't see the hand raising because she's blind. Oh, Hisao, you horrible, horrible human being. How could you do that to this poor woman? Oh my gosh, I feel kind of bad for her. And I'm not even Hisao. It's just like... If that was me, I'd feel just so terrible. I mean, I probably done that to someone that was blind that I don't even know was blind, but that just seems like a horrible thing to do. You should just be so disappointed in yourself, Hisao. Anyway, she perks her head up as she breaks off talking to a noticeably smaller girl who must be her classmate, trying to listen as best she can. Sorry, who? Ah, sorry. Hisao. I have Hanako too. Hi. She's pretty skittish, considering the number of people around. It isn't too hard to work out why. Lily takes a moment's pause to assess the situation before turning to the other student once again. For the moment, just ask Moria for his advice. Kenji's busy with painting one of the banners already. Ew, Kenji is in your class? Oh god, just the mention of Kenji just makes me want to hurl so bad. Ew. A quick nod and she bounces off, fingers carefully sliding along the wall's face for orientation. Wait, Kenji? That Kenji? I quickly turn about, leaning to the side to see past Hanako. Sure enough, in a corner of the room, Kenji's hunched over a sheet of cloth as he paints it. His eyes remain only inches from the brush, reminding me of how close he had to be to make out my face when I met him. Sorry about that. Our class doesn't have many students with even partial eyesight, so they're in high demand. That's right, Class 3-2, especially for students with poor vision. Preparing for the festival must be pretty arduous for them. I hope we do not have to talk to Kenji anytime soon. I cannot stand him. I literally cannot stand Kenji. He just makes me want to burn a hole in my own eyes. Need a hand? I could give you help if you need some. Maybe Hanako could too. A chance to set her mind on something would do her good, but I doubt she has the courage to ask outright. She quickly nods in affirmation afterwards, so I'm confident I made the right move. Lily gives a noticeable sigh of relief. Ah, that's good. This might actually get finished before everyone goes off to dinner now. Would you be able to help the person painting the main banner? It's a big task for him to do, but nobody else can help. Kenji? Sure. She seems surprised that I know him. I can't really blame her. I take it you've met? Our rooms in the dorm are right next to each other. Hard to miss each other, really. Well, it's good to see you're getting friends so fast. Friend? I wonder if that's the right word to use for him. No, I'm gonna have to talk to Kenji. Oh, not right now. I don't want to talk to Kenji. Hanako's silence during the proceedings reminds me of the reason I put her up to helping in the first place. We'll go help him then. He knows what he's doing, right? That's right, just ask if you have any problems. Coursing in assent, Hanako and I begin another trek across the classroom. Kenji sits crouched on the floor, his gaze fixed on the white calico in front of him. Hey, Kenji. No answer. He continues dragging his paint-soaked brush along the large half-painted kanji that's sketched on the sheet in pencil. Kenji?
Huh? What? Who is it?
If this is the way he treats class members, it's no small wonder he's working on this alone. It's me, Hisao.
Right. I know that man. What are you doing here, though?
His dismissive attitude annoys me. He must be the type to really get focused on his work, hating to be disturbed by anyone until he's done, I suppose. While we talk, the sound of Hanako's footsteps as he walks up from behind me reminds me that she's here. I was just going to help with the banner, Hanako and I, that is.
Hello.
Oh, hey, I guess that's okay.
As soon as Hanako enters the equation, his demeanor takes a complete about-face. His sudden faux hospitality is slightly unsettling. Oh, right, women. On second thoughts, this may not have been a great idea after all. Hanako and I grudgingly set ourselves down on the opposite side of the cloth banner to Kenji, noting the several small paint tins on the ground around it. Class 3-2, noodle stall? You guys selling noodles at the festival on Sunday?
Yeah. Some stalls outside, or something.
Or something. His non-committal nature sparks a fair amount of suspicion on my behalf. The task at hand comes first, though. So how do you want to split this? We do borders while you do the text, or do you want to switch and do the borders?
Text is mine. You do borders.
He has surprisingly strong feelings on the topic. As I reach over to grab the brush, I noticed Hanako's already debating between colors to use. By the time I put brush to cloth, she's already started on a delicate pattern. It looks like my idea of taking her mind off everyone around her worked. With a dark blue stroke, the three of us silently get to work. Not before Kenji takes advantage of Hanako's working to lean towards me and whisper conspiratorially, though.
Okay, man, why are you here?
Hanako just wanted some help to find Lily, that's all. He apparently disapproves of my motivations.
I get it. It looks like I misjudged you. You're infiltrating them, aren't you? Going deep under cover.
I should have guessed. Letting the truth slip by him would have probably been better than outright lying or annoying him in any case. Is that why you're here?
Obviously, it sucks, but there's no better way to get intel than going in yourself. We gotta stick together, man. This is a harsh school. A harsh world.
Yes, very harsh. His voice makes my throat hurt so bad. I can't handle you, Kenji. I just can't. You're a piece of garbage. He misses my true meaning as he leans back, satisfied and sympathetic to his cause. I better get down to work.
Finished.
Looks like I am too. Good job. The two of us connect up the lines of her patterns, mine being as close a copy as I can manage of hers. With a grunt, I lever myself up from the floor and look around. Aside from Hanako and myself, there's only Kenji left finishing off a sign, as well as Lily and a couple of students talking among themselves in the classroom. Looking at my watch is no surprise. It's getting pretty late. Need a hand? I offer a hand to Hanako, which she uses to get herself up. As she does, I can't help but glance at her wrist. If her scars extend even to there, just how much of her body was burned? I feel a pang of guilt about it, however, as she quickly covers her wrist with her other hand. Looks good, doesn't it? She looks surprised for a moment before noticing that I mean the banner. It does, I guess. Her smile shows that she feels a slight sense of pride in the result, just as I do. With the floor significantly neater for the decorations being placed on desks and shelves, it's much easier to get to Lily as we cross the room. We've finished the banner. I guess that's all that needs to be done? Lily gives an appreciative nod. Thank you, Hisao. Hanako, if there's any way I can thank you... That's fine. Beats it in my room studying at any rate. I don't mind either. She nods before suddenly remembering one last person. Oh, is Kenji still here? Just as I open my mouth, Kenji gives the answer from the other side of the room.
Yeah, just finished.
He carefully slides the sign onto an empty section of shelf to dry before quickly walking past us and out the door.
See ya, man.
Bye. Thank the Lord. He is gone. The remaining two students say their goodbyes to Lily before taking their cue to leave as well, leaving only the three of us. Well, I guess that's everyone. I hope we don't have to do anything like that again. Working past school time? Indeed, the class's plans this year were ambitious, maybe too ambitious. The stalls look nice though. She's right, it shows that a lot of work's gone into them. My, I'm sure a lot of us would be glad to hear that. At least now there's not much work to do until the festival itself. It's getting pretty late. Should we go? That's probably a good idea. Are you going back to the dorms as well, Hisao? Yeah, I guess I'll tag along. Where else would I be going? Staying here? The nighttime lighting really makes the gardens look quite different compared to the usual look of lush greenery. Things are much more calm. Being that it's so late, the lack of students around probably helps. The odd one or two can be seen scurrying to and from the dorms trying to eke the most out of their approaching curfews, but no more. All that can be heard is our footsteps, in addition to Lily's cane regularly gently tapping the ground in front of her. It's nice to finally be able to relax a bit after the mad rush during school. Without even noticing it, I let out a small yawn. Tired? Yeah, still getting used to the flow of things, I guess. The thing with Shizune took me kind of off guard, though. I grit my teeth a little at the candid mention of their rather public spat. That said, I do want to sort out what in the world was behind it. About that. I'm sorry about it being so public. Shizune and I go back some ways. Her voice seems slightly irritated as she remembers Shizune, obviously unwilling to discuss it any further. I glanced at Hanako for her views on this, but her expression is unsurprisingly evasive and difficult to read. No way! Hanako being difficult to read, that's just insane. Either way, I guess her apologizing for it is something, even if my curiosity goes unanswered. I'll be glad once the festival's over in any case. The change of topics welcome, clearing the thickening air quickly. I can imagine my old school's festivals were a lot more low-key than this. Yamaku stresses the idea of a school community, so the staff likes to make our festivals in such special occasions. And yet the students are the ones who do the work. What an unfair world. Hanako and Lily both chuckle in agreement, savoring the fact that none of the staff are around to hear her grumbling. That is pretty... kind of interesting. I suppose coming from a strict all-girls school helped me a bit with Yamaku. Compared to there, Yamaku is much more relaxed. That'd go away towards explaining her well-bred speech and behavior in any case. As we come into the dormitories, it eventually comes time to leave for our respective rooms. See you, Lily, Hanako. The two both give polite nods before setting off to the women's dorms just next to the guys. As is to be expected of such an arrangement, there's a staff member casually patrolling around outside to prevent any nighttime shenanigans. Walking past them, I quickly stretch my arms and rub my neck, both quite sore after having worked on the floor for so long, before walking to my room. It feels good to actually have direction, though. After so long in the hospital, the everyday facts of studying, homework, and teachers seem almost a blessing. I guess if things continue like this, my time at Yamaku might turn out okay. Hisao, you're looking up. You're looking up, Hisao. Proud of you, man. Proud of you for sticking it up there, working through it. Look at all the chicks that you're meeting, and who all of them you're eventually going to have relationships with. Because you are a player, just like me. Adhering to the nurse's nagging voice in the back of my head, I set my alarm clock to wake me up early enough to go jogging again. I made a promise and I'm going to keep it. Besides, Emmy is bound to rat on me if I don't show up, but it's not all that bad. Cute little Emmy. Oh my gosh. We're actually getting a loading thing.